subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right, Big, you want to try it again, brother? You put the request in. Big, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? How you feeling?
How are you?
Good, man. I couldn't hear anything before. That's why I went
Oh,
silent and shit. I was in my car, so I think something had to do with that. But what I wanted to say is pretty much like it's hard to have conversations with these fools because they don't even understand black genes. They don't even understand black history. They believe in a white supremacist view and a propagandist view of like what reality even is in the first place. They don't understand that black people been here in America for mad fucking long, and that my 105-year-old great grandmother has 100 acres in Mississippi. She's a Mississippian, and that, you know what I'm saying, she said stuff to me like, we never came from Africa. That even though I am like half Jamaican, like I definitely damn sure understand where the fuck I come from. You know what I'm saying? I understand who I am, and that shit will never be taken away from me. So whether you believe in, you know what I'm saying, people being Moors and already being here, it's hard to have conversations with niggas like Giancarlo who don't know shit about that. They completely believe in the white supremacist propagandist view of what reality is. You know what I'm saying? And that's even more so why we need to come together and speak on this more often.
absolutely, man. 100% agree with that, brother. Real talk. Let's get K-Bot. Let's get Christopher Weber. Let's get K-Bot in here. Christopher Weber. So, Mr. K-Bot, hop on, sir.
Tariq, yes. Okay. Thanks for letting me come up. I'll try and be fast. This week was LA Tech Week here in Los Angeles. Today, I was at a Bitcoin event where there were nothing but wealth management companies and venture capitalist companies and banks. There was no brothers there, no sisters there. It's very important that we understand that this new asset class is actually better than the dollar because it's a global currency that is decentralized without any middleman bank being in the middle of it. So there's no fees involved with it. So it's the first time in human history that you can have cross-border payments and transactions instantly without a bank declaring some type of Ponzi scheme or scam. So I wanted to come up and say that, I was here last week speaking to you, that it's important that we still look at this Bitcoin thing seriously. Now, if part of the a reparations package could have some type of digital asset class to it, like Bitcoin, as well as cash, I think that would be something that you should and all of us should take seriously and look into because it's now at $70,000, going up and up and up, and it's going straight to the moon. Now, BlackRock, the highest asset management company with over $10 trillion in assets, uh, is going balls deep in it, nothing but Bitcoin. So, I know at one point it was like a scam or it was like, we don't know what this is, but it's very, very serious as the IRS and the institutions and the banks are taking this as a new form of currency for global commerce. And I appreciate you letting me speak on that and considering this because it's very, very serious. And I was there today at Casa del Mar Hotel, 5-star hotel, you know, just wishing that somebody black was there, but there was not one. I was there.
Yeah,
But thanks, brother.
go ahead. Go ahead, brother Maroc.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out Dr. Davinsky's hypocrisy. I've talked to him before. Fine, it's cool, whatever. But the thing is, Dr. Davinsky, he'll point out the fact about genetics all day. That's what he loves to talk about. And he's up here talking about us being monoracial, while also talking about us being 30% European at the same time.
Right.
And then, so I just wanted to point out how his "I'm white and I say so" is continuously falling flat. He's not really making sense to
Oh,
the point he's trying to make.
oh yeah, he's just back. Yeah, he's trying to. I'm white and I say so. about genetics because his genetics are failing. So because his genetics are failing, he wants everybody else's genetics to fail. Yeah, you're 30% black too. You know, he's just saying stuff. He's just saying stuff. He's cracker babbling. Yes, Dr. Davinsky, we don't want to hear more cracker babble, sir. Just lay up with your bed wench and y'all go pet your kangaroo or something over there. Let's get the Tethernator. Let's get the Tethernator in the building. The Tethernator is in the building. And then we'll get Zip. So the Tethernator or Zip, which one is it? The Tethernator or Zip? Where you at?
How you doing, Rick?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Um, I wanted to say welcome home to Big Meech, first of all, and I wanted to talk about Fat Carlo, the tether,
Yes.
the 50-50 stuff he was saying yesterday, the lies he was spewing about how they contributed to building America, and how he's just tether.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then it's just trying to divide us and try to take out majority spirit from us
Mhm.
and latch on to our strength because we are America. We are the begin all end all. And I just land my plane there.
There you go. Giancarlo, are you in here, by the way, Giancarlo? Because I want to hear about that 50-50 bill in America. I want to hear that. Y'all talk about what the hell y'all built. Giancarlo, you in here? Where you at, Giancarlo? Because y'all never around us when y'all start talking about how much y'all built. Y'all say something and then run and hide. Y'all talk about what you built, and yeah, we helped build America too. And y'all say that when we ain't in the room, though. Y'all, we ain't never around when y'all say that. Because y'all know we're gonna ask you questions and we're gonna get you to elaborate or try to get you to elaborate on that. I would like to hear the logic in that. I would love to hear the logic in, yeah, because we caught Giancarlo in all types of lies. He tried to claim Spanish. You ain't Spanish. See, they try to go different directions with the lies. So we catch you on every angle. You ain't Spanish. You ain't really indigenous. You ain't white. So it's just you're just looking for a damn identity, and then have the nerve to try to come to us telling us what we are and what we ain't. That's why we ain't about to get somebody who's already culturally confused. You're not going to tell us what we are and who we are. Those days are over. We ain't playing that game at all. Let's get Sifanu Nasiru. Very interesting name. Sifaru Saniru. I can't pronounce your name, but go ahead. Um, Safayanu. Safayanu. Hop in, brother. And while we're waiting on Safayanu, let's get Tobbs. Tobbs, are you ready? Let's get Tobbs to unmute his microphone.
Yeah, it's Tobes. What's up, Tariq?
Tobes, what's up, Tobes? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I just got one question for you, Tariq.
Uh-oh. What's that question, sir?
Yeah, who owns America?
The white supremacists, they own America.
Oh,
And who owns Nigeria?
the white supremacists as well.
Right. They own the planet. So what's the point?
Okay, my point is that is FBAs need to stop criticizing other countries until you own your own country. Do you agree with that?
No, because this is our land and we're going to criticize the white supremacists. That's why we stay on their necks. We fight them and we challenge them daily. And we also challenge people who come here after we help them because we thought they were going to be reinforcement, but they turn around and go jump in bed with the white supremacists who we're going up against. We're going to criticize that as too. So we're going to criticize anybody who tries to undermine us.
But
Got it?
you could agree that you didn't. Black Americans didn't fight to help other black people get to America. You fought for yourselves.
Uh-oh. Ooh, really? So we didn't help other people get here?
Not really. I'd say the 13th Amendment is why other black people are allowed to migrate to America, and I would say that's due to because they needed labor. I wouldn't say it's because they wanted more black people here or because black Americans fought them to let them come here. It's because they needed more labor. It will tie to capitalism, right?
So the 14th and 13th Amendment was because the white supremacists wanted more labor.
Basically, yeah.
That's not true.
Okay, but black people are not allowed to migrate to America because of black Americans. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, slow down. I mean, okay, first of all, what you said about the 13th and 14th Amendment ain't true. The 13th and 14th Amendment, that was a black grassroots movement. It was people like William Nesbitt and others, black grassroots, foundational black Americans pushing for the 14th Amendment. It got through because black people pushed for that. That was our movement. Number one.
No, it got through because white people accepted it. Can we be realistic?
No, it got through because we were out here literally fighting them to push it through. We were physically fighting these white supremacists, sir.
You genuinely believe that? You believe that the fighting that black Americans done is what made them do that? Do you genuinely believe that?
I don't believe a damn thing. I know. I know they did it, sir.
You're delusional to me.
Well, a tether and I say so is not going to negate the truth, sir. This is very well documented. You can Google people like William Nesbitt. These were people who created organizations, grassroots, to fight for the 14th Amendment and the 13th Amendment, sir. This is very well documented.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that. What I'm trying to say is that you guys did not make them do it. They done it because they wanted to do it. It's not because you guys were fighting them.
To do it. No, they didn't want to do it.
No, they did. They wanted labor. That's what it's made. You think black Americans are important in this?
They already had labor, sir. There were people here to work.
No, they wanted
There,
cheap labor. They
sir.
didn't want that entitlement. They didn't want labor that's tied with entitlement, that which you black
No,
Americans respectfully should have.
sir, this is some kind of weird lie that you guys are coming up with. That's not true what you're saying, sir.
Oh, but Tariq, that's a fact though. How can you not see the reality of it?
That's not a fact, sir. That's not a fact.
You
They
okay,
they didn't need your labor.
so
They
why
didn't need your
so
oh,
why
listen,
why do you
listen,
think they're
listen.
bringing migrants in now?
Listen. Also, around 1915, 1916, they put another law where they didn't want Africans and Caribbeans coming here. After the Panama Canal, you had Caribbeans down in Panama helping to build the Panama Canal. After the canal was built, many of those Caribbeans wanted to come here. The U.S. government said, hell no. It was black people fighting for that. It was black people saying, hey, take those racial quotas off. That's how Marcus Garvey was able to get here. He got here a year after they got rid of that law.
All right,
It was
so all right, I'm not disagreeing with you. I have just
okay.
a question for you.
Come on now, let's go to the 60s. They had a quota. They didn't want African and Caribbean immigrants coming over here in large numbers, sir. They had a racial quota. When we had the civil rights movement going, we said, look, we want to erase racial quotas all across the board. We want everything equal. We don't want no racial water fountains, no racialized restaurants. We want equal everything, equal schools, equal housing, and also equal quotas when it comes to immigration. Take that racial stuff off where black folks can't come from Africa. Take that off too. We were looking out for everybody. When we said equality, we meant equality across the board. Why do
No,
you
I
think
kind of disagree with that, Tariq, because the way you act now,
down? No, don't say nothing and then I'm teaching you the truth and you want to talk. Why do you think y'all came over here in large numbers after 65? Huh? Why that time if we didn't do anything? Why do you think y'all were able to come over here after 1965?
yeah,
That's a question.
but Tariq, let's be realistic. Like, if
I
that's the
asked you a
case,
question.
no, I agree with you. You're right. You're right. I agree. It's right to
Oh,
a sense. It's right to a certain sense. I agree with you. But my next question is that if you guys were if Black Americans were forced to be reckoned with, why did they not pay you reparations? Why can't you get reparations?
Because of the tethers messing it up.
Oh,
That's the
come on,
problem.
Tariq, man. How you gonna blame that on the tethers, man?
Yeah, I'm blaming the damn tethers because every time we start talking about reparations, some melanated tether pops up talking about we don't need it. That's been the problem for so long. That has been a problem. Tethers have been standing in the mix. That's why we're getting tethers out the damn paint. Whenever we talk about reparations, some weirdos pop up talking about what we shouldn't get. And then that dissipates the damn energy. And then we started to ask questions. Who are these people? And we really woke up with Obama. We put Obama in office, and when we start talking about reparations, he's like, oh, hell no.
But
He's a tether.
yeah, that's true. But Obama, you know that Obama was controlled by the
I
white
don't give a damn
supremacists.
who he's controlled about. Yeah, because he's a tether.
But you know
So
the
yeah,
white supremacists controlled him.
we're getting tethers out the paint. We saw what some of the problems is. We see where the problems lie. The problem is, hey, we got a lot of tethers who's in our mix. Remember when they had the first little reparations thing, some little national reparations talk? They put Candace Owens up here. They had this Coleman Hughes guy who's a Puerto Rican. So they start putting these people up here who's not even from our lineage, talking about what we shouldn't get. That's the problem. That's why we're getting some straightening now, sir. You see how that works? Go ahead, sir. Hobbs, go ahead, bro. Tobbs, go ahead, sir. Is your phone okay, Tobbs? Are you getting some Uber Eats calls, sir?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me now, sir? Tobbs, can you hear me? Okay, I think a meerkat ran off with his phone. Tobbs, can you hear me? Okay, Tobbs, I'll drop you down and bring you back up. I'll try that. Okay, let's try. Okay, Tobbs. Yeah, this is what I don't like. And I just did a broadcast the other day, another tether woman talking the same stuff that y'all really didn't help us. Yeah, but Black America FBAs really didn't help us get over here. The hell we didn't. How the hell you think you got over here? What? Let's get these tethers straight. Y'all think you tethers want to believe that white people were like, you know what we need, bro? We need some of those Africans over here, dude. You think that white people were sitting around saying, hey, let's let some of them over here. We sure would like some of them over here. That's some little janky fantasy you created in your mind. These folks did not want none of y'all over here. We were the ones making sure that happened. We were the ones towing that line. Sir, I wish he gets back up here. Y'all better stop that disrespectful nonsense. That's what we don't like. And y'all start talking about divisiveness. We were the ones making a lane for you to come over here and eat and live and fare well. You understand? We were the ones who made a lane for you to come over here and get upward mobility. We created that lane. All of these minority programs were things that foundational Black Americans kicked the door in to get. Going all the way back to the 14th Amendment, that was us doing that, us pushing that line, us risking our lives. We always do the heavy lifting, and then people strut their little old musty asses in the door talking about what we didn't do for them. That's why I'm glad everybody's delineating now. All right, since we ain't doing nothing, all right, handle these white supremacists now. Since y'all always talking about what we ain't doing, because now when the white supremacists start going in on immigrants now, talking about they eating cats and dogs, y'all looking to us. Hey, FBA niggas, you hear what they're saying about us? No, no, no. They're not talking about us. They're talking about you. But no, no, nigga, no. Uh, that if we get deported, they can deport you too. No, 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 no. We need to be together. No. Remember, we didn't do nothing for you. You did it all by yourself. Well, go handle that by your damn self. No, nigga. We are one, like Frankie Beverly said. We are one, nigga. No, don't start quoting Frankie Beverly. No, you are you. Handle that. Y'all, don't talk all this shit now. When the going is good, ain't you did it on your own. And the minute you get pinched, where's the FBAs? We got to stand together. When you start getting pinched on by these white supremacists, y'all looking for us. And when we take the capes off, oh, you niggas are xenophobic. Okay, let's get Tubes back in here. Tubes, get back in here, Tubes. Or Tobbs, whatever your name is. Tobbs, hop on in here, man. Tobbs, there you go. Can you hear now, brother? Can you
Yeah,
hear?
yeah. My connection was a little bit janky.
Yes, indeed.
So Tariq, basically, my whole point is that yeah, Black Americans did fight for like equality and that, but I feel like there's nothing that Black people could have done to persuade white people to act out of their agenda. Do you understand? We don't have any nukes. We don't have any military that can overthrow them. So everything that's transpired is all part of their plan. Do you understand?
No, everything is not that has not transpired has been part of their plan. The white supremacists, they learn how to adapt, but we've moved the needle for Black people. That's us doing that. All around the world, we've moved the needle for people who are not white. I won't even, not just for Black people, but for non-white people, because the way we move and shake and how foundational Black Americans are so on code, we've kicked in the doors and created a lot of movements for a lot of different people. And a lot of people have had to play catch up, even the white supremacists, because we're the wild card. They don't know what direction we're going to go in because we're so creative, we're so innovative, and we stand on so much business. They don't know what we're going to do the next day. So all eyes have to be on us. There's a constant insecurity about foundational Black Americans.
But Tariq, no one's standing on business, bro. The CIA can literally wipe out Black Americans if they wanted to.
No, they can't. If they could, they would have done it already. They can't
No, they
wipe us out.
could. Of course they could. What are you talking about? Do you know how
How,
advanced people are?
how can they wipe? How?
Easy, bro.
How?
The same way that they put drugs into the Black community, the same way they've put rap music into the Black community, the same way they Black on Black
How?
violence, they promote it,
How?
brother. This is
How?
all a psyop. It's all a psyop. Do you not understand?
How?
You're proud of music.
Oh, you babbling. Y'all say shit and then start babbling because you can't elaborate on it. How they gonna wipe us out? We're spread all over this country. What they gonna wipe us out with rap music? What are you saying? How are they gonna wipe us out? How?
I don't know how they can do it, but all I know is
Oh,
that Black people are not equivalent to white.
stuff. You're saying stuff. You're saying stuff. Because see, they can do that over there to you guys because they just put some Ebola in your river and bam. Yeah. The thing is, that's because everybody over there is tribal and they're not connected. We have a cohesiveness as foundational Black Americans, a continuous cohesiveness that y'all don't have over there. So we move different, even if we are apart. That's the great thing about us. We are thousands of miles apart, but we're still on code for the most part. Over there, you guys are right next to each other and so damn tribal. You're not cohesive. You're not codified. So they go in and just dissipate everything within a short distance. Everything is all shot to hell over there because nobody's on code. Over in Africa, man, people can't. The sister called the other day. She said this: people can't even travel intercontinentally over there in Africa. You got to go up to Dubai. You got to go up to Spain and then come back down. You got to go to Europe and come back down. Y'all can't even crisscross across Africa
No,
safely.
she was just FBA babbling, to be honest.
Really? Really? Was she?
Yeah, I feel like she was FBA babbling, man. She was kind of hating on us. She was hating on us. I don't know why. I feel like you guys go to Africa, get like a little 1-2 seconds in Africa, and then you just like you generalize the whole of Africa over a few seconds in Africa. It don't make sense.
What are we doing? How, generalize you how?
Like she said, I don't know, she probably went to one country where the communication systems were bad, and now she's just generalizing the whole of Africa with it. It's like, don't make
No,
sense.
the airlines are not running all across Africa. You got to go up through Europe and come back down. You got to go through Dubai. I've done it, sir. I'm not saying anything where I'm
So what
in it.
country?
Sir, you got to we went to we went to Zanzibar and
Yeah.
then Tanzania and then had to go to Dubai to get over to South Africa. It was all over the damn place.
Yeah, but
You
you do the
understand?
same thing in Europe. Sometimes when you're going somewhere, you have to do a connection flight. You have to go there first. Then come on,
But
man. This is common
how
sense.
you in one country in the continent, you got to leave the continent and then go back to the continent. It was yeah,
Yeah, the
that's
same happens in Europe. The same happens in Europe, bro.
not really no.
Yeah,
No.
you kind of.
No, that is not the same in Europe. If I'm in Paris, I can take a flight directly to England. If I'm in England, I can take a flight to Italy. Yeah, it's not no, that's not true, sir.
All right, Tariq. Yeah, thank you for having me on. I just got one more question for you before I get out of here. Yeah. So basically, so you said Black Americans created America, right? You built America, right?
Yes.
So basically, that's your claim to the land. You built it. Your ancestors built it, so it's yours, right? But
Built the we built America from the ground up. We are the foundation of America. We built it. We and the culture. We
yeah. All right. I'm not disputing that. My question is that. So, for example, all right. Do you know what the Burj Khalifa is in Dubai?
yeah, up in Dubai. Yes, I've been
Yeah.
to it.
All right. Cool. So you see the Burj Khalifa, you see the construction workers that built it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they own the Burj Khalifa? Does it belong to them?
No, they don't.
All right. That's it. I just wanted to end it on that. Thank you.
But yeah, that's you didn't eat on that. That's not the same because we
I just
were
cooked you, bro. I just literally proved your point wrong. You don't own that shit just because you built it.
uh, no, sir. When I say built it, I mean we were the architects too.
Ah, Tariq. So you
Oh,
built the skyscrapers, you constructed the bridges, you
I got you. Yeah, sir. We were the architects too, sir. We were the inventors of all this stuff over here too. I got you. Cook you. Yeah, the people who built the Burj Khalifa, the workers, they didn't design it. We were designing buildings, sir.
so Black Americans designed every.
Not all, but many of it, we were designing things. We have people like Horace King, who was an enslaved foundational Black American, who was one of the most prolific and sought after bridge builders in the United States. We were the architects of this stuff. We were the carpenters. We knew how to build this stuff. We put it together. We were creating certain things like dry cleaning. We were creating electric lighting, Lewis Latimer. We were making these creations that are being utilized with everybody now. We weren't like you guys, just, go, they tell you what to do, you go knock on some hammers and nails. We were actually coming up with the innovations. That's what makes us different, sir. We weren't just the workers, we were the innovators. We were innovating the music, sir. All of the music genres in America, we created, sir. That's what I'm saying. Many of the food cuisines we created, sir. You understand? Oh, he left. Okay, he left. I want y'all to get this thing straight. We are the creators of a lot of this stuff. We were the trendsetters. They would follow us to see what we would do. We would make things hot, and yeah, the white supremacists would come take it over. That happened a lot, but we still deal with that. This is why we have to deal with the system of global white supremacy. I want y'all to understand something, FBA family. The white supremacists would oftentimes follow our lead and follow our trends, and they follow our lead and trends now. They watch what we do. And I've talked about this several times. They have all types of marketing groups and think tanks that sit up and just monitor foundational Black Americans. I had a sister tell me this, a sister who worked for Coca-Cola. She worked for some firm with Coca-Cola where she told me they basically sit up here and watch what Black people do online all the time and see where the trends are going and then kind of cater their business model to the trends because they know that whatever we do, everybody's going to do it. They know whatever we do, everybody's going to go and do it. And this has always been the case, family. When we get marginalized, we go start picking up on something, and then they say, hey, wait a minute, where are they going? Understand, in New York, Central Park, that was Seneca Village. That was Black people. They saw what we were doing. We were in the center of that island of Manhattan, faring well, and they said, hey, we're going to have to do eminent domain and get control of that area. Out here in LA, when they were segregating people, Black folks found a little enclave and created Bruce's Beach. It was thriving. They said, hey, eminent domain, these Black folks are having too much fun. They're making too much damn money. Let's get that. Let's take that land because they made it fly. They made the property value high. We're going to turn that into Manhattan Beach. They've done that all across the board. Down in Miami, the person who got Miami popping was a foundational Black American man. Dana Dorsey, Dana A. Dorsey, that's the dude who really got Miami popping. Is a foundational Black American out of Georgia. This brother was a carpenter. And a lot of Black men were carpenters at that time, really going into the 60s and 70s. A lot of Black men were carpenters. Black men knew how to put the houses together like that. How many, raise your hand if you got grandparents or great grandparents who still live in the South or whose houses are in the South. If you have great grandparents or grandparents whose houses are still in the South, raise your hand. If you have a great grandparent or grandparent whose house is in the South, most likely your granddad built it. If y'all have a family house that's still in the South and it was there from like the 1960s, 50s, 40s, your granddad most likely built that house. And that house is still standing and it's still sturdy. The Black men back in the day could build those sturdy houses like it was nothing. They were thorough with that. Going back to our brother who went down to Miami, Brother Dana Dorsey, who was a carpenter, went down into Miami because they were trying to develop the area and they needed carpenters. He was one of the few ones down there. So he was working to get things popping down there, cultivating Miami. This brother would buy cheap plots of land. And because he was a carpenter, he would build his own houses, build these shotgun houses on there. That brother made a grip, became the first millionaire down there, Black millionaire, became a millionaire, this early 1900s. Dana Dorsey bought a little island, and he was going to make this island and develop it so that wealthy foundational Black Americans can come down there and kick it. The island at the time, they called it Little Miami Island. It was going to be like a little paradise for wealthy Black folks. The white people heard about this and said, oh, hell no. They saw where the trend was going. They saw this Black man made all this money, got it out the mud. This Black man just came out of nowhere. This little Black man from Georgia just making money hand over fist. Now he got this island and he's about to bring a whole bunch of other wealthy Black folks down. White folks said, oh, let me holler at you, brother. They kind of forced him to sell it. He sold that island to a guy named Fisher. It's called Fisher Island now. Do y'all know that island per capita? That's the wealthiest piece of land in the United States right now. Fisher Island down in Florida, right outside Miami. Right now, to this day, that area, that's the per capita, the wealthiest area in the United States. They knew that we knew where the trends were going. They said if Black folks are up on it, we need to get up on it and get in front of it. Even out here in LA, downtown LA, which is very valuable real estate, that area, a lot of that area downtown LA was owned by a Black woman, Biddy Mason, Spring Street, all that stuff. Biddy Mason owned that. The richest Black woman who got out of slavery, the richest Black woman in California, but probably the richest Black woman in the country at the time. Because Black folks didn't have that kind of money. The millionaire Black woman who was a root worker and a nurse, got her money up, got real estate popping, owned significant areas in real estate. They saw where that trend is going. They said, hey, we need to get up on some of that. If you got former slaves making all this money, we need to be up on that. So that is how we've always set the trends. These people watch what we do, and the minute we become halfway successful at something, they're going to jump on it. They see where the trends are going, and the trends it's always us. We have always been the secret sauce, ladies and gentlemen. It's always been about foundational Black Americans. They've always watched what we've done. You understand? Let me get some more people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. We hanging heavy. It's 3 o'clock in the morning out here in LA. I don't know. It's 6 in the morning out there on the East. Shout out to you guys. Raise your hand if y'all ready to get on. We in here heavy. Raise your hand if you are ready to get on. Are y'all asleep? Some of y'all might be asleep. We still got almost 1,200 people in here. We got Stanky Stacy in here still. Stanky Stacy, you haven't had no customers? Stanky Stacy, what's up, dear? Stanky Stacy. Unmute your microphone, Stanky Stacy.
Stanky Stacy?
Yeah, have you had customers on your OnlyFans, dear?
Oh, baby, are you gonna be one? Because you know
No,
what? No, 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 no. Let me speak some truth
no.
to you, bitch. Did I
Oh,
come on here? No, did I come?
your damn mouth. That's what you do. You watch your damn mouth, you little flabby thing.
Yes, I'm sorry.
All right, you watch your mouth now. Okay, you too flabby to be that sassy in the mouth. All right, now go ahead. Go ahead, Stanky Stacy.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm a flabby. I'm so flabby. But can I ask you one question?
Go
Please,
ahead. Go
Daddy?
ahead.
Can I ask you a question, Daddy?
Girl, go ahead and take the Pop Tarts out your mouth and ask what you need.
Okay, I will, Daddy. Daddy, how did you figure out I was on OnlyFans? I never
We can,
told you that. I never.
yeah, I see your page. I see you in that janky shape, and I did not make.
Daddy.
Yeah, I see your janky page, ma'am. You up there with that big wide back and weird shape. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've seen you. Unfortunately, seen you with no clothes on. All right, and sweetie, you need to get that OnlyFans money.
Mm, Daddy, I'm so proud. Are you gonna mute me? Are you gonna mute me if I am proud of myself? Because, Daddy, you went and looked at my page. I never even mentioned it. And you know what? I bet you I got a few followers of yours. I didn't even mention it. But you know what? You want to talk shit about me. That's okay.
I hope you.
Vote for Trump, okay? Vote for Trump because these silly want to talk about Trump, but you want to sit there and be like, I'm a true fucking black person.
Okay, okay. Now the drugs are kicking in. Let me get her out of here. Oh Lord, good grief. The new hoes are just awful these days. What happened to the old hoes? The old hoes had decorum. Lord, why don't some of the old ex hoes teach the new ones? Lord, the new hoes are just drugged out. What happened to the good old fashioned hoes? The old school hoes had decorum. They were business minded. They knew how to carry themselves. The new hoes is just awful. Just high, crazy as cat shit. Where are the seasoned veteran hoes to be apprentices for the new hoes? Y'all let these new hoes fall by the wayside. Y'all not teaching them nothing. Good grief. I miss the old hoes. The old hoes were, they were very professional. They knew how to carry themselves. They would give the young people advice. Stay out these streets, sugar. All right, ma'am. They would give advice and encouragement to the kids. They would tell us to stay away from the game. All right, Miss Maxine. Yeah. Now they just crazy as cat shit, just laying up high on OnlyFans, bad built. The old hoes back in the day had great shapes. They took care of themselves. They had great shapes. Now, like Stanky Stacy, just shaped like a baby piglet. Just I don't know what your shape is. How are you making any money? Lord, you must have It must be a fetish. She must do fetish porn or something. It's like guinea pig porn or something. I don't know. Niggas got a manatee fetish. They're like broads who look like manatees. I don't know what it is. It's weird stuff out here in the streets right now. Just stay away from the streets, kids. Anybody listening, the streets are dangerous. Stay away from bad built hoes and drugs. Just stay away from all of it. All right. Please don't get in these streets no more. The streets are so different. The game is different. Drive Uber if you need some extra money. Just leave these streets alone. You got Stanky Stacy out here. Y'all don't need to be in these streets, kids. Oh, goodness. Anyway, family. Anyway, Lord. Um, Giancarlo, I see you over there. You need to be somewhere getting you some Goya powder, getting ready for some Venezuelan breakfast or something. Just go about your business. Anyway, man, y'all go to rootworkstyle.com, get the Rootwork deodorant, rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Everybody give a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. Come down to the Hidden History Museum today, ladies and gentlemen. We're open from 11 to 4. Come on down and visit, vibe, have a great time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm up out of here, guys. It's been real. Puppy Akute, Lulavuve to the family. Peace.